Alright, hey guys, it's MD865 again, and this is, like I said, a little continuation of that last video, because I really didn't want to, I think I was right at about 22 minutes. I didn't really calculate, or look too close, I don't care. Um, but yeah, anyone wants to watch all that, good for you, applause to you. And I hope people do. I think they might, so there you go. That's a good thing. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Except, again, this is going to be sort of like a two-part little dealie I wanted to do. I want to do more videos like this. I did it in the past a couple months ago, but I've been lazy. B, school just started back up, and C, well, like I said, things with my girlfriend have been rather, um, what's the right word? On Skid Road, yeah, that's very apropos for the situation. Yeah, okay, that's about it. I think she can't take anymore. Sometimes I don't know what she can't take, but whatever. I give up. Well, she's like, oh, what was it? Oh my god, I don't know. I won't go into it. It's like, I'd rather. What was it? Oh yeah. I remember what it was now. You'd rather work out than go out with me. You'd rather do this or that. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, you hardly ask me to go out. If you want to do something or you want something, communicate it. Ugh, women, like I said, guys, don't get in like relationships really young. Don't do it. Don't. And I'm not that young. Like, I'm not old, but 23 ain't young. But it doesn't help she's also about almost 2 full years younger than me. That doesn't. I think she's still a tad bit less mature than me, despite me having the mind of a 19-year-old at times. I really do. So I really can. At least how I like, how mature I can be. Like, everyone heard that last video, like, play rough. I still do laugh at that, though. Because that's one of the few physical fairy moves, which is just. And fairies will be these gentle creatures. A, it's because it's an oxymoron, in a sense. Which basically means that, one would never go with the other. That's like saying, oh, that's a very dark shade of light you have there. Or something, it's like something, it's like two polar opposites, basically speaking. Like, anyone who's seen the Yu-Gi-Oh card Light and Darkness Dragon, that's like the epitome of the examples. Because it's called Light and Dark Dragon. That makes no damn sense. You can't have both, you can have both simultaneously. This is turning to philosophy. I don't want to turn this into philosophy. But, like light and dark, one cannot exist without the other. It's, like, impossible. It doesn't happen. But yeah. Anyway, my thing about her aside, like, back to what I had finished with the other video, what I was going on about. Like, you can't stereotype someone based on, like, whatever. Like I said, one of my friends had ripped jeans on once. They're like, "Oh my god, are you in a band?" Or whatever. And I think two parts because of his haircut. And he wasn't. He had no interest in being in a band. He was just he actually worked for his uncle. So I don't understand why the hell people get these stereotypical things in their head of why people like. That's what never made sense to me. And I think that was more because I was saying about how, like, people have this stereotype too of a lot of different people. Like, even like nerds, like, in their head, like, or what a gamer is, or what a so-called geek is, I shouldn't say nerds, or a so-called nerd is. Like, that's not always true. I basically do call myself, in a sense, a nerd. I don't really, I'm not tons social. I mean, I don't mind, like going to a party once in a while with my girl. I don't mind doing shit like that. But I'm not this person who's like, gonna go out endlessly every freaking night. I'm not like that. I've never been like that. I never will be like that. I like to have, comfort. I don't like, to be, constantly on the go. That's not my favorite thing to do. I'd almost rather be sitting here talking to this damn webcam in a sense. At times. I shouldn't say it all the time. Not all the time, obviously. But, people get what I mean. But yeah. I was wondering when that would happen. But yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's that stereotypical bullshit of that. And even, I don't know. Let's see, what other examples can I think of? Like I said the thing about the guy who's in the band. Because ironically, I have another friend who actually is in a band. He never wears ripped jeans, never anything. He just looks like a fairly normal kid. I mean, he does have really blonde hair. So, I mean, that's... And some guys in bands do bleach their hair or do weird shit to their hair. So I can... That little fit still, and he's... I guess that could lead me to the other stereotype, and that, well, that's not really that stereotype, but, the next thing I'm about to say anyway is not that stereotype of that. I mean, for some, maybe it is. I don't know. And like that's the other stereotype. Like those two, then like the stereotype that everyone who, talks a certain way, is or, acts a certain way is, I didn't really like bringing this topic up necessarily speaking, but is gay or whatever. It's like it's shit like those three that just get on my nerves. It's like, are you joking with me? Like, and then what was the other one? There's a fourth one I had too. Like the stereotypes, like, oh yeah, like wow, you must play like this one or whoever must play a lot of sports, this and that. Because I have a friend of mine who's about 6'4", pretty good size, obviously. He's about 245. He's a big dude, and he hasn't played a sport in years, like probably 3-4 years. People are like, dude, do you play like basketball or do you play like football? He's like, no, I haven't played anything in like 3.5, 4 years. And I'm like, why do people always jump to? Why don't you think to ask the person like, dude, so you play any sports? You look kind of, you look kind of athletic. Why do you think to ask? They're like, dude, wow, you must play a lot of sports. They just state it. It's like, why would you jump to that kind of asinine conclusion? It's like, hello? What world am I living in? Oh, and that was the other one. Since I was going on about compliments last video, I may as well say this too. Now, and again, this is the other thing I'm critical of myself, my teeth. Now, people may ask, wow, or think, wow, he's random bringing it up in a video. And I know I am, because I'm also very introspective of myself. And I admit my flaws, I admit whatever. But, no matter what, especially, never mind. But yeah, like, these things right here, like, I'm very, despite the fact now, this is going to make me either seem very lame, very awesome, or both. Not one hole in my tooth, of course, cavity, in, let's say, oh yeah, all 23 years I've been alive. Not one filling. I'm a happy person about that, at least right now. I'm happy about something. Not that's I'm happy about, but I don't like drills in my mouth. I just don't like having have a little like I don't even like little scrapers. No, that's like the torture chamber for me. No, thank you. I'll pass. I'll pass, Governor. I'll pass, but no, really, I will. And people always marvel at it, and I'm just like, and then finally, some girl, and this was probably about a month and a half ago now, tells me, oh my God, she was calling me. Now my last name begins with an H, so she was calling me Huey, and I'm just like. I couldn't stop laughing. A, at that, and B, the fact she's like, I want to steal your teeth. I'm like, you want to steal my teeth? What? What am I, Chip Skylar from Fairly Odd Parents? Hello? It's just ridiculous. Like, why would you want to say that to someone? In a way, it was flattering, like I said last video, about being called attractive, too. It's like, there are certain things, but, obviously in the right context, of course, you don't want to. I'm just like, okay, whatever you say. But yeah. Anyway, back to stereotypes. Like I said, it and even me. That's the other, because people with me are like, dude, oh my God, you're so strong. You must play sports. You must do all stuff. I'm like, not really. Like, to an extent, I like martial arts. I like boxing. I'm not a fan though of like actual, like I played lacrosse for a year in high school. I played tennis all when I was growing up. I played tennis probably from when I was like 8 to like 14, 15. I played it for a long ass time. Then I just stopped. I didn't care about it. Because obviously people can't see me sitting down. I'm pretty damn tall, meaning I have pretty good I can forehand and backhand fairly well still. I mean, I could probably even still do it now well to this day. Again, I don't play that much anymore at all, but point is I could. And I don't know. It's just like you just sometimes fall off stuff like that. Like if you don't play it consistently, like you're just like, oh, if it's just like a sport, you and more or less is because like not as pressure to do it. It's more like it's just something my parents thought would enrich me. It's like I'm more of a contact sport kind of guy. Like that's what lacrosse suited me a little better. Like lacrosse, and one of my guys tried to get me into rugby, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. I like my limbs sort of, not out of place and out of socket. No. Okay, no. And football, same thing. I'm going to be honest with people. My grandfather was a pretty damn good football player when he was in high school and even in college. And then he got injured his second year of college, and he didn't play football ever again. He couldn't. His knee got so shot up. He played for the Yankees farm team back when they were around. Yeah, he was very, very good. He was very athletic of a man. And he was a mountain of a man, and he had a presence. Like, he just had a presence about him. But it's like, you eventually get so injured that you just can't, like, do it anymore. You can't sustain it. Because if you do, you're like, wow, I'm going to get more injured. And I'm going to get more messed up. And I don't want that to be the rest of my life. I don't want to be, damaged. I don't want to be, you know what I mean? Like, and that's what I think his logic was kicked in. But that's what I mean. People ask me, like, I'm like, I haven't played an actual sport on a team in years. Like, those are the stereotypes. Like I said, and then the ones that someone's like, in a band or something like that, or they're gay or not. It's like, don't like assume if they're like uncomfortable saying something like that. Which who can honestly, in a way, blame a person? But at the same time, if someone trusts someone enough, there's no harm in like telling them, obviously. Because, like I said, I think I've said this a few years back. I had a friend who was senior year of high school. He told me, because he was just like, he told me, I couldn't hold that in anymore. I'm lucky I told somebody besides my brother. And I'm like, I already had a feeling. I'm not gonna lie about it. Just because he hadn't, it wasn't even that he hadn't had a girlfriend in like about a year and a half, almost 2 years. It wasn't that. It was more just something, no matter what, whenever, I don't know, I can't really describe what he was like. There was just certain things, certain tendencies you tend to notice. And you're like, something's rotten in Denmark about this. Yeah. And that's what not we, but I sort of surmised. And then his brother had already known, because he told his brother. He felt obviously comfortable. It's his brother. And his brother was about 2 years older. I mean, so he tried to help him as much as he could, but eventually, his parents did find out. I mean, he told his mother. I think his father either found out through walking in. He was going to tell his father later, but it's not a fun experience, I guess, sometimes. I don't know why. So that's, I guess, in the way it doesn't compare to the band thing I'm talking about or any of this stuff. Like, because, being in a band's not a big deal. Unless it's like one of those, grunge metal bands where it's all all this screaming and like, it's like, no. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I like some of the mainstream shit. I like Linkin Park. I like Breaking Benjamin. I like stuff like that. What I don't like is that screaming, constant screaming and roaring and whatever. Although, for anyone who's heard the song "With You" by Linkin Park, not the freaking version on, I think it's Meteor, not that version. I don't like that version. This is so unprofessional. I'm gonna look it up. I just remember what it's called. My memory is that good, I guess. It's called With You Reanimation. Like, that's like an album where some of our songs were just basically redone. With You on that album is incredible. Because it starts with 12 seconds of Chester screaming at the top of his lungs. And he's basically yelling, "Come on!" Kind of like, like you're getting ready for, like, I don't know, a boxing match. It's intense music. It's good music. If you need to get pumped up, so yeah, hell, even for like, if you are an athlete for like a big game, or hell, even if you're like, studying for a big test and you're nervous about it, like, get sort of in the mental zone for it. You know what I mean? You got to be in that kind of mindset. And that's the thing more what this video is about, despite it seeming like me ranting and whatever. But this video has a cohesion for it, with it rather, if people aren't noticing it. It really does. Like, because like I said, the thing with the nerd thing really does tick me off too. I mean, obviously that's not hard, because in general your parents and everyone around you will know if you're a nerd. That's kind of obvious. Although most people don't directly call me a nerd or say like, "Hey, oh my God, so you like," people know I like video games or whatever. But, and again, that's what pisses me off, because it's a size thing, and I don't look like face-wise. Like, I'm not, and that's the other stereotype. In high school, this happens a lot though, more than like colleges and whatever. It's like, oh my God, they're probably covered in acne. They play video games all day. No, that's a load of horse shit. That's just bull. No. Like, I'm covered in acne. I mean, I have a few little bits, like this side, like right now, but I doubt people can barely even see it. That's only because I was sleeping weird and I've been kind of stressed out about some things. But, and it happens. That's what I mean. People think they're out of teenage years, they're away from acne. No, you're not. No, you're not. Stop dreaming. No, you're not. Oh God, which is funny because my family mostly has good skin, so I don't understand. But yeah, it's those kind of, like I said, the athletic thing. Well, my friend just basically, to the other funny thing, when he had this conversation with one of our friends, he just kind of like laughed in his face, and he told him, because again, most people would think someone's 6'4", 240, be like, whoa, you should be playing football. I think even his father told him that before. Then again, my father's told me I should be a running back, and I'm just like, no, no. I like all my joints and ligaments not damaged, thank you. And I like not having tears in my ACL and tears everywhere else, thank you very much. Not friggin' damage to my subscapularis back here, not friggin' damage to every part of my body, like, thank you. I mean, even then, from a side view, people can see, like, I'm not a small dude. Like, I'm like about 205 right now, 205, 6'2". I'm not small. But that doesn't mean I'm athletic, just like it doesn't mean that I'm not a nerd just because I don't look like one. See what I mean? That's what I'm trying to get at, I think. It's people judge people like knowing. You can't judge someone about anything they are or could be until you know their story. You can't judge anything unless you know stuff on them. And that's, like I said, the same thing applies to the band thing. I mean, because that's just, I don't know why these days people are associating that being a bad thing. There are worse things kids could be doing, guys. For any random parents who might watch this. Your kids could be doing drugs. They could be doing God knows what. I mean, I personally have never done any of that crap. I've gotten drunk once in my life. I don't like that stuff. I'm not a fan of it. I never will be. And I swear part of the reason is that I think my video games do in a way keep me away from it. Like that stuff, not to advocate sitting and playing video games like a lot of the day or majority of it's good, but it's not bad either compared to drugs or anything like that. It's definitely not bad, that's for sure. And it can build up hand-eye coordination. It really can. I mean, ask the guy. So it ironically, in a sense, can translate a little bit into some form of athleticism. People don't realize that. It's not entirely like people think, oh, but if I let my kids sit and do that for a while, they'll get fat. No, if you let them sit and do it for friggin' 7, 8 hours, 9 hours. That's why I said that, like that World of Warcraft last week and some games like that. Those are friggin' useless. You gotta play those so much, that's pointless. Whereas Mario, you can finish 2, 3 hours. You build up some hand-eye, you build up whatever. And especially because it's faster paced. You have to have that hand-eye in order to not freaking die. Even like Pac-Man. Because now, for those who are familiar enough with Pac-Man's structure, because I'm sure there are people who haven't played it in years and years and years, and haven't helped you people because it's still a good game. I don't care. And I think they came out with a new one or something. But I'm sure most of you people are into all this new age stuff, your Call of Duty Ghosts and your whatever, but I'm old school, because I'm 23 years old, so I'm more of a old school gamer. I like my old school shit, my retro stuff. Hell, I have a Galaga machine in my basement. Frick. Then again, I also have Simpsons Pinball. I like me some pinball. Like I said, I'm young at heart. Like 19 at heart. Then again, like 23 is not old. Yeah. But Pac-Man now, for those who know its progression well enough and who've got high enough in it, now the game total, at least Mr. Pac-Man, like not Mr. Is it regular? I think it's regular Pac-Man. Has 255 boards. Now, but on the 255th board, what ends up happening, you get what's called, now for anyone who knows the blue screen of death, like that garbage, it's something similar to that. Like it's like you basically get a split screen where you can't eat any of the other dots because the screen's totally cut off. Like it's like it's just it's more cut in half than a dragon in the Middle Ages. Like it's not there. Like the level itself's like literally half a level, so you can't clear it, meaning you actually cannot beat the game feasibly. But I believe in articles I've read, a hacker found a way to do it, which doesn't shock me. But at the same time, in a way, it's not meant to be that way. It's not meant to be blockaded off. And I forget exactly. I think it still ends on that board, though. I'm not sure. It's really odd. Because as you go, at least I believe it's on regular Pac-Man. Miss Pac-Man's a little different. Regular Pac-Man has, when you get up into about, I think it's the 16th or 17th level, you start to get keys. Now, these keys are worth a lot. Every time you eat one of them, you get 5,000. That's a shit ton. For those who know Pac-Man points. Because it progressively goes, like, the cherry's 100, the strawberry's 200, the pumpkin, whatever it's called, I think it's a peach. The peach is 300. Then you get, I think, like an apple. The apple's like 5. The grapes are 7. The weird ice cream looking thing is 1,000. The pumpkin is 2,000. Then finally the keys are 5,000. Like, that's ridiculous. You can accrue a lot of points. Like, you can accrue a ton. I mean, the highest I've ever gotten when before losing a guy was 252,000. Like, so I'm good. I'll give you a hint. I'm good at that game. I love that game to death. I played it since I was 5 years old. I've beaten basically everyone at it. There's no one who can generally, unless you've played it longer than that, you probably will not beat me. And no, that is not a challenge because I'm not going to just obviously give up my address to people and tell them, hey, come play me in Pac-Man. Fuck no. The point is, it's an old school game and I like it. But yeah, the main point of that whole talk really was like what I was just about Pac-Man. Video games can keep kids away from worse stuff. That's why I don't get why people are just like, you know, like, I mean, yeah, you know, being. Oh God, I've gone 20 minutes about this. Holy hell! Well, guys, it's gonna be a long video. I apologize, but deal with it because there's a lot to say about this, and I've always kind of wanted to do a video like this about my thoughts on this because it irritates me that parents get so up in arms, like, oh, but if he plays video games, won't his brain rot? No, it won't. Like, you know, I'm sitting and play for 7, 8 hours. His brain will probably rot. Yeah. Will they lose brain cells like with tons of alcohol abuse? No. No. Will their eyes hurt and they probably get headaches? They stare at a screen for too long? Yes. Yes. That's basic. I mean, of course they will. They're like, my eyes, my eyes. Well, don't stare at the damn screen so long. It's not rocket science, dude. Especially if you're over the age of like 7. It's not that hard to figure out. It's like, oh, my eyes hurt. Well, you're staring at something for like infinite amounts of time. What do you expect? Hello? Doy. But yeah, like I said, I'm not a big fan of that stuff. I don't know how some people just get into that, and that was really, I think I segued into that by saying, you know, people associate people with, you know, being in bands about, you know, like drugs and all this stuff, because I think of people like, you know, Kurt Cobain when I say that, and, you know, other people. There's a guy I saw, I think it was on a, was it a History Channel documentary, some kind of documentary or something about, like, this guy who'd been, you know, he'd been arrested for like drug possession, all this stuff. Maybe it was cops, I don't know. He'd been like arrested for drug possession, and he'd been a musician, and people associate that's like, my friend's in a band, never done drugs once in his life. I know he drinks, like he drinks more than I do, which isn't good. I think this is which is funny because he's the one who I'm talking about is gay, which is hilarious. I'm just like, that kind of fits stereotype, trying to kill that pain by drinking. That's not good. I got to kill that pain. Yeah, I mean, his parents both know, and I think his father at times expresses his view of being rather not pleased with it, but he's got to deal with it. If he truly loves his son, deal with it. Your kid is how he is. Like, just accept it. I mean, I accepted it. All my other friends accepted it. Like, it's not whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. I mean, he even... Oh, God. Never mind. He even hit on me once. Never mind. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my. Yeah, I won't even. But yeah. What was I going to say? But yeah, just like people sometimes associate, you know, I don't know, gay people with being like, since I talked about, you know, with the rock band, people associate with that, or people associate with nerds or athletic. I'll talk about the other one too, I guess. It's like people associate, you know, like, oh, they have a certain, you know, thing with their voice, or they dress like a certain way. It's like, are you serious? Like, my friend dresses as masculine as can possibly be. He's not like, you know, he doesn't scream it out, you know, like, obviously, you know, there's a term for that. It's a rather derogatory term. I'm not going to use it, but it begins with, and it doesn't begin with F-A-G either. Sure. I actually not mean to say. It does not begin with F-A, I should say. It begins with F-L. It begins with F-L. And no, it's not Florida, you smart-ass people. I mean, fucking start with me. I don't know why people do that. I've had one person do it, and I'm like, what the hell? But yeah, it begins with F-L, and that's what really... the real, I mean, then they're the more masculine ones. That, you know, and it's, again, whatever someone is, there is. If you're really their friend or you're really whoever they are, you accept them. You're not going to give a fuck. You're just not going to give a damn. Like I said, I certainly didn't with this other dude. I don't give a shit what someone is. I don't care, you know, whatever. My other friends didn't. We basically, I mean, hell, I think the mother's a lot more accepting. I mean, it's just like, you know, it's amazing. I mean, like I said, I don't know. Then again, I shouldn't be that surprised if I've had like 2 girls in the past, what is it now, week, flirting with me, like calling me attractive. I'm like, I shouldn't be that surprised like if a guy hit on me too. I really shouldn't be that shocked, honestly. And considering he is my friend, I really just let it slide. I don't care. Like, it doesn't phase me. In a sense, almost like, wow, you really find me attractive. Okay, that's awkward, but it's also, I wouldn't say flattering, but it's also kind of, I don't even know what word to use. It's like, it's just weird. I'm like, I may because I was one of the only people he came out to at first. I don't really know the deal there. I don't really care either, quite frankly, like I said before. You know, again, his bedroom, his choices. Um, God damn it, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and just like the other girl, except the other girl told me about my teeth was 17, so sad face. So that's not happening. The other two, one of them was 19, the other was 21, so though 4 years younger, a little young, but at least she's not, you know, never. I'm never going younger generally. 19, maybe. Yeah, I generally probably never go younger than 19. That's not good. That's not good. It's not really, you know, nah, it's not good. Just don't do it, guys. Well, 18 technically is, yeah, I guess. What? Never mind. Not the damn point. But yeah, so she was, but still, it was nice for her to say that. I'm just like, my teeth. It was also a little weird. I'm like, my teeth are, I like them in my mouth, but okay. I guess maybe I am Chip Skylark. There, anyway. I don't understand. I can't sing that well. That's one of the few things I can't do. I do, like, I can do voices, like I can do impressions. That's so. But yeah, I shouldn't be that surprised he was flirting with me. Oh my god, but it was years ago. Whatever. Yeah. And again, also before too, it happened in high school. So I don't know what it is. Maybe I am more attractive than I think. I don't know. I give up. But yeah, those kind of stereotypes just really piss me off, and I think that's really, I wanted to do that kind of video for a while and say this stuff because it just gets to me, particularly when I see it in my own life a lot. It's like I just kind of blink and go, is this world really supposedly more open-minded than it was like 5, 6, 7 years ago? Because I don't friggin' see it, guys. I don't see it. Oh man, I just don't. I don't think Keldio sees it either. No. Ain't he adorable, though? Still wonder what that thing on his head, though, is. I wonder if that's meant to be like some kind of hat or what the hell it's meant to be. I know they're meant to be based off the Three Musketeers, Cabalion, Verzion, and Terrakion, anywhere. And I think this thing is, what was it called? D-Argaton, or however you say that. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. The other two, yeah. Never mind. Oh, man. That's not funny. Oh, my God. Got a friggin' 20 or 21-year-old flirting with me. I'm like, okay, so apparently you can't call a male who, when younger, like, females, like 20, 21, call him attractive, you can't call that guy a cougar. What do you call him? That's what you call women who are older who go after younger guys. What the hell do you call a guy? I was asking someone that earlier today. They didn't know. I'm like, oh, God. But, yeah, it's those random. It's flattering, like I said. So, 2 in 1 week. I'm like, damn. Okay. And comments on my teeth never hurt. So there you go. Anyway, yeah. So like I said, don't stereotype. It's not good. That's the bottom line. Whether they be in a band, whether they be athlete or not, whether they be a nerd or not, whether they be gay or not, I don't care. No one else should care what someone is. Just talk to them, be nice to them, ask them if you really feel a need. Although, I don't know, asking them directly if they're a nerd, I would more circumvent around it a little bit, especially if they're gay. If they're not out yet, they're damn well not going to tell you that. No one in their right mind. I mean, the other two, fine, you know. I mean, athletic or what the hell is the other one I said? I don't even know, in a band. But if someone's that bold and that forthright, you want to ask someone if they're gay? Go for it. It probably won't end well for you, but go for it. Because I'm a bold, frank son of a bitch, and I would never do that. I have more brains in my head than that. I let that person, you know, tell me. That's what I let happen, because, well. But yeah. Because if someone's not honest with himself, it only hurts himself in the long run. That's all it does to him. My buddy knew that a few years ago. Like, he was like, wow, I'm so glad I told people. I'm like, well, yeah, it probably feels like a weight's been off your shoulder. Like, you dust off your shoulder and go, oh, the weight of the world's gone. But it's really true, because that can, weigh on your mind. It can weigh in your heart. It can weigh everywhere. And it's the truth. I mean, before I got back together with Alicia, it was weighing on me. Oh, shit. Another fucking slip. I do not want to say my girlfriend's name. God, you know the hell. But yeah, never mind. If anyone heard that, yeah, I won't say her name again. But if anyone heard that, good for you. Go for it. Not really. But yeah, that was what I said to myself. I'm like, it was weighing on me. I'm like, should I do this or should I not? Should we get back together after what happened 4 years ago? And I'm like, let's give it a shot. She had changed and matured a bit. I had changed and matured. I mean, why not? There's no point in dwelling and thinking about negative stuff that happened in the past. So I figured, let's do it. So we did, and that was good. Oh god, not today. Never mind. I have foot and mouth syndrome today, I think. Then again, according to her, that's every day. But yeah. This has basically been the video, and I'm gonna stretch a little bit. Ow. But yeah. But yeah, it can weigh, like I said, on someone. It was just funny that he was never even honest with himself. Like, once you're honest with yourself, then it's easier to be honest with everyone else. Like, it's just, and that's, I think, what he figured out. It was really weird. Just like he hadn't even told his mom he was in the band. His dad was proud of the band thing, naturally. That's, I hate to say that fits stereotype, but it does, because the more, kind of a masculine thing. And dad was like, oh, and then we find gay. He's like, oh. And I'm just like, you really are his parents. You really love him. Don't care what he is. Just don't care. It doesn't matter. So what? Their other son can give them grandkids anyway. Who the hell cares? Ugh, hair on my tongue. I hate that. But yeah, I don't know. So, whatever. People want to be narrow-minded. They can be narrow-minded, I guess. And yeah, that's it. Yeah. So don't make assumptions, and don't what's the word? Stereotype people. All right. So anyway, like I said, send me 865, and I'm out of here, guys. And like I said, I apologize for all the randomness. I'm making this semi-late in the evening, and I'm kind of getting a little tired. I mean, I did wake up at 11:30 today, but I'm still kind of out of it. I mean, I'm trying to catch up my sleep. The weeks murder me. Like, they kill me. So they really do. They kind of just, they go Jason Voorhees on me, and it's not good. Yeah, they really do, because I go to school 5 days a fucking week. It's brutal. So, yeah. Anyway, that's about it. And, yeah, send me 865, and I will see you all later at some point, probably later next week or whenever. Yeah. All right, guys. Hope everyone gets some enjoyment out of this. So, I will see you.